Hello, everybody. My name's Chronovex, Chronovex TV over at twitch.tv. I'm going to be going over a 18 Motherlode. I am a 3.6k IO Arcane Mage. Been playing Mage since 07. And purpose of these videos is going to be essentially me just reviewing my gameplay, reviewing my UI, taking a look at things that I could change, improve on, cooldown timings, rotation, wasted globals, ways I could have prevented this, areas where I need to work on using more defensives or anything like that. So let's go ahead and restart this video here. So going into this first pull, I always like to use my CDs on an assassin. Usually I like to leave my focus on one of the vendors since they live a bit longer. People are usually focusing on assassins here. I want to come back here. Let me take a look at one thing. I want to change the speed on this. Let's go 0.25. I'm coming in. I've got missiles going. I'm coming in with my arcane search here. And immediately after that, I want to touch or barrage, touch, barrage. Which I do. Following that, I had missiles. And then, okay, arcane blast. So right there, I get my procs again. So instead of sending, actually no, that was a proc orb. I didn't send an orb. I thought I, okay. I'm out of charges here. So missiles. And then coming at the end of my touch, I would barrage. Okay. That actually wasn't too bad. We got our stops going. I think the next stop will be Blinding Sleet. Once we have Blinding Sleet go, then it'll be my stops. I always start with my knock up, and then after that I move in for my blast wave. One thing I notice is I move a lot between casts, and I think the reason why I do that, also I shouldn't have barrage there. I got lucky that I had a proc, but I had, like, I have nothing to get barrage back. Also, I should have shifting powered already. Like a long time ago, I should have used shifting power. You can see here, I'm out of buttons almost. I have a clear casting to be able to missiles, but like I don't have much else. I'm running out of a lot of buttons and I'm still not using shifting. This is not good. Also the reason why I'm only doing 10 mil. So I think what I need to do is I need to make sure that I'm using my shifting power like as soon as I'm out of my CDs. Especially if I have no orbs left. Okay, so that pull's pretty much done. We speed this up even more. Pretty sure we skip here. Waiting on everybody. Okay, tank goes in, he pulls to the side, we go left, and then this is going to be our lust pull. So here for the lust pull, so the extractor is always going to be my touch target, and then I like to set my focus to kick one of the earth shapers. We come in, we lust there, we orb to get full stacks. Now, okay, touch, barrage, touch. Then we missiles, barrage, arcane blast. Yeah, I think there. Well, let's go back a little bit. We surge, barrage, touch, barrage. Then we missiles into a barrage. Then we arcane blast. After this blast, yeah, after that blast, we missiles. Okay, and then we had oh man, I can't remember the name of this. This thing right here that stacks from your missiles. Once you hit a certain number, I think it's 12 stacks, you barrage. The way that Atrocity UI is set up is it literally turns green when it's like, hey, you have enough stacks. So I ended up hitting barrage there. Now, after this, I only had one charge, and I ended up barraging. That was bad. That was a bad barrage. What I should have done is I should have missiled because I had Aether Attunement, and then I should have went up to full stacks. Even though I already had another precision, like that nether precision, it wouldn't have been beneficial to use. So again, I barrage, which I shouldn't have, because I had 0 stacks. So I barrage at 1 stack and I barrage at 0 stacks. Both of those were bad barrages. Those 2 bad globals right there. And then I barrage again when I'm at full stacks, but that was good because now I have Aether Attunement and I have clear casting. So I'm using these 4 stacks because now I'm at 4 stacks, right? So I barrage. Okay, and after that barrage, I get a proc of my orb. And then I start my missiles. Now right here, I think I die here. Oh no, it wasn't this pull. I don't think it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. Actually, no, it wasn't this pull that I died. Okay, so I think these are my kicks. Or my stops, I mean. Actually, no. We still have Blinding Sleet. See, I think one of the biggest problems that I have is there's so much happening all at once that I'm trying to pay attention to that I get not overwhelmed, but like I get too distracted on certain things and forget about other things. So right here, why did I Arcane Explosion there? Okay, so I had 4 stacks. I think that was a bad barrage though. That was definitely a bad barrage. I barraged at 0 stacks. Then I barraged at 4 stacks, but I had no Aether Attunement or anything. So that was bad. So I missiles. Now I have 2 stacks of Nether Precision. I have an Aether Attunement. And I have 2 orb charges ready. So I would say barraging that would be good. So I barrage. Now I have 0 stacks, but I have my proc. So instead of Arcane Explosion right here, I should have used my proc and I should have barraged again. Okay, so I barrage after the explosion. Then there's my stops. I gotta stop again. Okay, just finishing out the pull here. How are we looking at CD time? Okay, so this also not a good thing. Okay. Currently, like 50 seconds away from cooldowns. Like almost a full minute. And this pull is ending. And we're about to pull in a boss. And again, I still have shifting power up. Not a good look. By shifting power here, try to get this off of cooldown faster. So now I'm at 30 seconds. Pretty good. But not good enough. And here, I want to keep my arcane tempo stacks up. So I'm going to go ahead and get the Earthshaper, hit him, keep my stacks up. Then I set him as my focus. So I know like, hey, this is a target I want to kick. Wow, I took a huge chunk of health from that mob that threw a rock at me. Okay, we barrage there. Missiles. And then I would say Arcane Blast would be my next play, but I barrage. Bad barrage. That was not a good barrage. Okay, missiles. Barrage. Then I would barrage again. Okay, I'm getting ready for CDs here. Arcane Surge. Should be barrage, touch, barrage. Missiles. Then I would barrage. Arcane Blast. Okay. Okay, this not good. I'm hitting Arcane Blast and I have a proc here and I'm at 12 stacks. Not good. I should have barraged right here. Okay, now I have an Aether Attunement. So I barrage. And missiles right away. Not the worst move. So I think so far what I'm noticing, we're about 5 minutes in. Or 4 minutes. What I'm noticing so far is I am casting barrage way too much. I think what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to play faster than what the game is actually allowing me to. And that's causing me to waste a lot of damage. Because when I'm barraging and I'm not following the conditions that I'm supposed to be, it's causing me to lose a lot of damage. So I think if I just slow down my gameplay a little bit and try to like be a little bit more cautious about when I'm using barrage, it could benefit me way more. Also, what is going on with this like advertisement in the middle of this lo-fi music? Okay, wait a minute. What was going on there? I want to go back. Okay. Surge, barrage, touch, barrage, missiles. I orbed because I thought I wasn't gonna get my full stacks there. I don't know. On single target, I feel like I run out of charges just a lot. I don't know why. Okay. Going to the next poll. So on this poll, I get stuck here. This poll, I don't really have anything to start off with. And one thing I notice is if I don't send damage and I try to wait for like a proc of missiles or anything like that on poll, then I end up falling so much behind on damage. So what I did there is because I already had 4 stacks, I just said fuck it and send, which I probably shouldn't have done. So let's see how that plays out. Yeah, see, I'm like running out of charges. I'm wasting a lot of damage. I'm wasting, but at the same time, like I feel like it was a pretty strong opener, as opposed to going in and not not having damage. Because like sometimes my clear casting procs just do not happen. That was a lot of barrages in a row right there. Let's go back on that. Okay, break this down. Okay, so there I barrage. Good. Here I should not barrage on this next global. Here should be missiles. But I barrage. And that barrage put me at 0 stacks. So now right here, I definitely need to missiles. Okay, so I missile. Now I have another stack of Aether Attunement. I have another clear casting, so I'm good to barrage again, which I do. Now I'm at 2 stacks. I have 1 nether precision. So my next global here should be missiles. But I barrage. See, this is what I'm talking about. I barrage too much. That barrage ended up proccing my stacks, put me at full stacks. And missiles, I get my... See, I should have barrage and then missiles, because I had Aether Attunement and I had clear casting. Okay, so I barrage. I should have blasted right there. Actually, wait, no, because I still have my orbs. So anytime I'm at 4 stacks, I just send. Right here, I have my proc, so I send again. Right here, I have 4 stacks, so I send again. 4 stacks, I send again. Now I have missiles. And I'm at no stacks. Right here, I should orb. But I barrage. That wasn't good. Okay, now I orb. I'm at 4 stacks. I'm casting blast right now. I should be orbing because I have another, or I should be barraging because I have another orb. And I'm still sending blast and then missiles, barrage, do my kick, barrage. See right there? That was a bad barrage. So here it is. So I should have barraged there. I shouldn't have casted Arcane Blast, but it's whatever. Here I'm casting Arcane Blast. I have 4 stacks. I have clear casting, right? So what I should have done there is I should have missiled and then barrage, and then I probably would have had to orb, and then I blast. Okay, next global here should be barrage. Like even the weak aura is telling me barrage now. Why? Because I have an orb and I have 4 stacks. Okay, so I barrage. I kick my target. I barrage again. I barrage. Now my next global here should be my missiles. But I sent... Oh wait, no. I didn't send orb. That was a proc. Okay, so I send my missiles. And then I barrage. I'm at 4 stacks, but I have an orb. So I 1 stack another precision, orb, and 4 stacks. Boom, I send a barrage. Okay, now I have the orb. Okay, good. Now I have basically nothing. Like nothing is left. But why is it telling me to barrage now? I'm at 4 stacks. But if I send that 4 stack, if I send that barrage, then I have nothing. Okay, here, definitely barrage. Definitely barrage. Yep. Okay, I gotta fucking change this. Weird stuff. Okay. Here, let's go to this. We're changing the lo-fi. Alright. Where are we at? We have CDs coming up. Mobs are almost dead. We have 4 stacks. We have orb ready. So we barrage. Now we should orb. Oh no, this isn't good. Oh, I almost died right there. That was a really close blast wave. So I'm doing my CCs here. I orb. I barrage. I probably shouldn't have. Okay, I missiles. I blast. I blast. Just trying to finish the pack. Okay. Now I think, so the reason why I'm blasting right now and not using barrage, because I know we're about to pull into this next pack. I want to go in with 4 stacks. So here I evo, I target the extractor, I use my missiles to get my nether precision, and I should surge, or barrage, touch, barrage. I did it so fast that it doesn't even fucking have it here on my globals. Jesus, I'm crazy, dude. Okay. Now I have 4 stacks. I have an Aether Attunement. I have a clear casting. I should barrage and then use my last nether precision for Arcane Blast for my Touch of the Magi. But okay, Arcane Blast here, I guess not a terrible idea. I still should have barraged though. Whoa, I didn't even barrage on either of those nether precisions. I hit Arcane Blast on both of them. That's wasted, damn. Okay, another precision. Here I better fucking barrage. I have I'm at max stacks. I got 4 charges. I have a proc. I have 2 nether precision. Touch of the Magi going. I have an orb. Like, If the next one's not barrage, this video's done. Okay, barrage. I should barrage again because I have 4 stacks and I have an orb ready. Okay. I don't think that barrage was... maybe it was the play. I don't know. I don't know if I was at 4 stacks or not for that third barrage. Okay. I'm basically just barraging simply because I'm at 4 stacks and I have orbs. But I don't know if that's the play. Okay, we're gonna play this at normal speed. Just gonna let this play out for a little bit. If I see something like terribly wrong, I'll point it out. I don't know why, but the playback speed seems sped up. But I don't have it sped up right now. Okay. Take a look at what happened there. I know exactly what happened. Okay, so look, we have our Earth Shapers. This one and this one. They're about to cast. Their cast is coming off CD. We come over here. We have a couple of DCs, but mine are down. We have no kicks. Right here, DK is targeted. I'm targeted. I see that we have limited CC. Yes, somebody could have done something here. But the worst part about this, look at all the defensives that I have. All of these defensives are up. They're ready. I know that I'm getting cast on. I could have melded. I could have invised. I could have hit ice cold. I could have put a barrier up. There's so many things that I could have done to prevent this. But I didn't. I tunneled in and I was like, oh, I'm going to be fine. Somebody's going to press something. But here, both casts got off. Boom. You see the freaking thing chunked me so much. immediately from 100% to 36%. And it leaves a dot. If it was just the hit, I would have been fine. And then here, my next global, I should have, instead of shifting powered, I should have hit a pot. I should have hit barrier. Should have hit ice cold. Possibly invis. I mean, it would have helped with like mitigating some of the damage. But there's a lot I could have done. And you'll see this tick. It hits me here. It hits me again. Wait, was that another cast that went off? No, that wasn't another cast, was it? I think it was just the dot. Pretty sure the dot just killed me from ticking down. Okay, boom. Yeah, it was just the dot that killed me. That's like totally on me, 100%. I could have prevented that from happening. Yeah, I think from watching the first 10 minutes of this, it's really showing me that I am wasting a lot of my globals with my barrages. I'm barraging when I'm not supposed to. And I think the biggest thing that I could do for myself in order to improve on that is pay more attention to the conditions. I know that I have the weak aura to tell me when to barrage, but to be honest with you, I don't necessarily even look at it. So I think at this point, I think I honestly just remove the weak aura. Like, I get that it helps, but like by now, I shouldn't even be looking at it. And I really don't. I mostly barrage based off of the buffs and the procs that I have and whether or not I have an orb. But I mean, considering the fact that I'm barraging when I shouldn't be, maybe I should be using the weak aura. Yeah, I mean, overall, there's a lot that I could be doing damage-wise. And I think that was my only death in this entire run was from that cast going off and me not hitting any defensives. There I barriered for the whole group on the AoE. Getting ready for my damage here. Time warp. This is where my damage starts to go up. I think I get ahead of the druid here, maybe. Oh no, I don't. Well, I'm just bad. I probably wasted a lot of globals. Not barraging at the right time, barraging at the wrong time. So yeah, I think my biggest thing is I just need to work a bit more on barrage conditions. And then another thing, this is UI related. The casts that are coming in, I need to move that kind of down and to the right. I want to have it more like over here, I think, to be next to all of this information. And then I might move my stops and my kicks more in this area as well. And then another thing, you could see all of my timers are way up here. I think instead of having them all the way up here, I'm going to move them somewhere over here. I don't know. We'll see. Or maybe I might move them up here and move interrupts here and then the cast here and then stops on top of the interrupts and cast. Something like that. I don't know. There's something I want to change with this area here. I want to change this area. Because you'll see right there. Yeah, I'll just wait for the next ones to go off. Okay, beam. Okay. So you could see the cast here. But the markers for the cast are overlapping my stops. I don't like that. So I need to change. I need to change that. I think I move stops over more. I possibly move interrupts over more. And then if I do that, I could take those boss timers from over here and move them here. Also, this week aura, I think I'm gonna take out. This week aura was really good with pugs, where it's like there was no rotation on AoE stops. But like using no comms or anything like that in a pug, like this is a pretty decent way to try to align stops and not overlap them. But I think at this point, I'm gonna start looking more at Omni CD and kind of like realizing, okay, tank went, okay, melee DPS went, now it's me. You know what I mean? So I think that's what I'm gonna focus on a bit more. So delete that, move these over, move these somewhere down here, maybe here. I know I have another weak aura here. Tell me when I have like a debuff and whatnot. But other than that, this has been my first review of my own gameplay and doing commentary on it. And I've realized making a lot of mistakes. It's mostly barrage related, but you know, being an arcane mage, it's really important to know your barrage condition and to be able to decide in the middle of a poll, okay, should I be barraging now or should I not? Yeah, like right now, I have no buttons. I'm arcane blasting at fucking 0 stacks, and I have shifting power up. Like I need to be hitting shifting power right now, not fucking casting arcane blast. Like these are things that I know. For whatever reason, like I'm not doing them. Very interesting. I don't know why. But anyway, guys, appreciate you for watching. I'm gonna go ahead and let this play through. And yeah, thanks for watching. We will be doing more of these. Go ahead and comment down below if you see anything wrong. Probably so many of you are like, holy shit, this guy's terrible. He needs to re-roll. But that's the whole purpose of these videos, for me to analyze my gameplay and see what I'm doing wrong so I can improve and not re-roll. All right, take care. All right. Well, that is the full video of the 18 Motherlode. Like I said, within the first like 10 minutes of reviewing everything, I was able to see a lot of mistakes I was making. So hopefully we can reflect on those mistakes and future keys. I'll be doing more VOD reviews like this probably at least once a week. I want to try to push more content here on YouTube. And then as soon as season 3 comes out, I am planning to be streaming a lot more. So if you enjoyed this content, feel free to stop by. My Twitch is Chronovex TV, twitch.tv/Chronovex TV. Feel free to stop by, say hi, let me know that I am trash at mage, and hope you like the video. Alright guys. Ooh. Alright guys. Take care.